If you are watching this video, then that means you are prepared to preview our next unit, which will be all about geometric shapes, which is exciting. To introduce our geometric shape unit, we are going to start with talking about two very important words that I'm going to be referencing a lot throughout this unit. One is called perimeter, and another word is called area. The first two questions we want to answer today is what is perimeter, what is area, and how are they different? So in order to understand the difference between perimeter and area, we're going to open up to page 43 in your math workbook, and you are going to fill in these two definitions for both perimeter and area. So at the very top for question number 1, it says to look at the two rectangles below, and on the screen you see there's a picture of a football field. I don't know about you guys, but I love watching football right now this time of year, especially watching the Eagles. And in order for us to visually understand the difference between perimeter and area, we can use a football field or the two rectangles in your workbook to help you. So the first definition I want you to jot down is the definition for perimeter, which is the distance around an object. The key word here is around. So if I looked at this football field and I wanted to know the perimeter of the football field, I want to know how much space there is around the football field. The definition for area, which I would also like you to write on your math workbooks, is the amount of surface the object covers. So the outside is the perimeter, and the area is on the inside. It represents the surface area. So all of this space within the football field is considered area. And if you look at your two pictures of the rectangles on page 43, you see perimeter measures the outside, and area you see is made up of, kind of looks like squares a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, so when we're talking about perimeter, we're talking about outside. When we're talking about area, we're talking about inside, or the surface that the object covers. Now, if I want to find the perimeter and area, there's two different ways to find the perimeter and area. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you just to jot down these two formulas on your right-hand margin of your workbook, kind of right beside the two definitions for both perimeter and area. And I want you just to jot down the definition first for perimeter, which is these odd numbers or letters, LLWW, which stands for length plus width plus width. So basically we're adding all outside numbers. If you look at the square or the rectangle on page 43, there is two widths. I'll draw it here. The width is how wide something is, and that is measured with 2 centimeters. And the length, how long something is both 6 centimeters. And if it's a rectangle, I know that both lengths are always the same, and both widths are always the same. That's what the definition of a rectangle is. So in order to find this perimeter, I'm going to add 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2, which if you look in your book, our perimeter is 16 with a label centimeters. Now area is a little bit different. Area, we multiply our length times the width. There is no addition involved. And my answer is always going to be in square units because we're multiplying. So if you look at our rectangle example on page 43, my length is 6 times my width, which is 2. 6 times 2 we know is 12. My label is centimeters, and don't forget that tiny little 2 to represent squared. 12 centimeters squared. That represents that we multiplied it by two numbers. So those are the two ways to solve for perimeter and for area. There we go. And that's the visual that you have on your screen, or your workbook, sorry, is my perimeter, which I'll jot this down one more time, which is 16 centimeters, and my area is my length times my width, which is 6 times 2, which is 12 centimeters, and don't forget your little 2 representing squared. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to fill out the table below on page 43. You're given a length and you're given a width, and then you were asked to give the perimeter and the area of those lengths and widths. So let's do the first number 2 together. The length is 4. The width is 3, and these are centimeters, which is a unit of measurement. My perimeter, I want to add length plus width plus width. So I'm going to take my length and double it. 4 plus 4, because if you see here we're adding the length twice, plus my width, which is 3, plus 3 again, which equals 14. My label is simply centimeters, and I would write that in the box where it says perimeter, and make sure you include all of these numbers as well. And then to solve my area, all I do is simply multiply my length times width, 4 times 3, which equals 12 centimeters, and then my squared unit of measurement. And that's what I would write for number 2. So I'd like you to complete numbers 3, 4, 5, and number 6 is a trick question. I'd like you to at least try number 6 as well, and fill in all of the correct boxes there on page 43. If you still finish it, if you finish all of the questions and you still have time left over, I would like you to complete page 44. Whoops, sorry about that. Page 44 in your workbook, odd numbers. Okay, so I'd like you to complete page 44, odd numbers, if you finish page 43 and you still have time left over.